show in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Machine Ali on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Next, 70 range.
Throwing to start this game. Has him on the quick hitter. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
On the set.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Check. Tag.
They run. Here's the rookie from Georgia Tech. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Ready.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
From the 41. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That one hits for 30. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his running back, this is Bashal Tootin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Allen now on first down. Check down goes to Tootin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. You're right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On first down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, Allen to the air. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. To the air again, Allen. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, here's Allen. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. First and 10.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Half 10. Monday. Half. Hey, tight. What's that?
From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Back to the air, Allen. Escapes the pocket. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Regular. Middle.
Allen on the play action. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Option design here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Shotgun now for Milrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They come to the line here. This is third and 6.
Crack all 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
From the gun, Milrow. That's Cox. Here's Arroyo. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Off the option. Here's Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. The tackle made by Mozzie Smith.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
They've got first down from the 31. Milrow from the gun. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seattle.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back now for the second quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
70.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Throwing now, Milrow. The throw is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Still 7.
kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here comes Davis. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Connects with his back. Jaleel McLaughlin. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's good for
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
first and 10.
First down throw for Allen. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bills first down. Blitz coming here. Allen. He finds his running back deep down the left side. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Round 80! Half.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal.
Round 80! Alert!
Another try following the sack. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Corey Gallis connects. And that gets them back to within 11.
in that close in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Pass now to kick this away. Ali to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's go.
They kick the running back in motion.
Go.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Chased out to his right. That's completed right side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready?
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
7 Pirates. Ready?
2nd and 10 now. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark.
27-yard line.
And it's the Bills with 2nd and 6.
Off 52. Alert! Very nice.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He launches this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after is good by Borregales. And the Bills cut the lead down to 4.
Bills 17. Tyler Bass to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. And he he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
2nd and 6 now. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milrow looking to throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10. Milrow to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Allen now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win. And yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36. Short pass brought in. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Allen. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Boy, Gallis connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Ali to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Inside give here for Tootin. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but so would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
319!
From the 37. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. And off to Tootin. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
On first down, Allen. He sends this one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Julian Love.
You know, Kay, we worked long enough together. You know exactly what I was saying to our producer and Top Pat. Circle that play. That could be the play we come back to when this game's all said and done and say it's a turning point play. You hate picks in the end zone, and you hate them in the second half.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Come on.
Sending a receiver left.
19 Tiger. Ready, right?
Milrow from the gun. Delivered to the sideline. Smith and Jigba brings it in. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Milrow with it on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. A throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 10. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Bills 20. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw right side and Shakir has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
37-yard line.
Middle. Half 10.
Throwing now on first down. Allen getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Back to the air. Allen. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down, ball at the 36.
Alert! 319! Look out!
Allen gonna throw again. It is cut left side. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the third. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Go play action here. It's Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Come on.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. From the gun, Milrow. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Flushed out now to his left. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he was brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Here's Allen. The check down goes to Tootin. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to roam.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Off 52.
Working inside the red zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. And I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
To the air again. Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Hey, tight.
Again, Allen to the air. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
47, let's go now. 19 Tiger. Go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
This defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, Kate, it just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back, nowhere to go but for a sack.
Milrow throwing on third down. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Give him 32 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Seahawks close to beginning the year 4-0. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right up the gut. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Come on. Set. Gravity lying. Let go.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.